What happens when you receive an email from your boss, from your family, from a friend that you think is completely safe, but happens to be is not? Or what happens when you claim that you have a very good password and happens to be very hackable? This is the Hacker's Corner. Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the Hacker's Corners. I want to thank all of you who have been watching us and for your feedback. My name is Cristian Servín. I'm an associate professor here in El Paso Community College. I teach computer science, computing in general. And today we have a great episode that we're going to talk about one of the episodes of series of cybersecurity, one of the top topics that we're actually discussing these days, and actually is being around the big news for the past months, actually decades, that we can see every day in our papers, in our news. There's always one event that is happening with cybersecurity. The three actions that we need to pay attention is stop, think, and act. Let's start with the stop. When you receive an email, just look at that before open it, or actually before you start browsing to the entire email. Stop and think of yourself. Do I need to receive this email? Did I order this product from this company? Am I part of this group? Am I part of this team? Why am I receiving this email? So stop is a critical step before you perform any action in the computer. The next part is think. Now that you know what's going on, think about the implications by opening this email. If there is an attachment to this email says, please download me and respond right away, you need to start thinking, am I this person who's supposed to receive this email, and why am I receiving this email? Those are the critical questions that you need to ask yourself before you do any action. The last part is acting. Once you open the email, make sure you don't double click on emails that they say, please click me, or when you see something suspicious, dates, people who are actually sending you those emails, even if they look very similar, might be a little bit tricky, suspicious, and sometimes even harmful for your company and, of course, your computer. So let us start talking about one of the main reasons why cybersecurity has become the top one priority for many countries, including the ones that are friends to us. Many of the attacks that have been happening right now to banks, associations, big companies, has been gone through emails. So this is a main vulnerability that we're facing right now. Not because the emails are very harmful, it's because the training behind the scenes are not very well established. You need to think, what is the information you're processing? And before you download a file, think about what are the implications. And many institutions and big companies have lost millions of dollars because they forgot some X, Y, or Z items in the cybersecurity training. So many of your companies, or even you at home, a job, they've been asking you to take a cybersecurity training, which all of us, we have to take just to make sure we are in the same page. Today we're going to talk about three main emails that are being around for the past weeks, months, that have been very harmful for many institutions, including academic institutions and sometimes corporations. Let us talk about this first email that sometimes you receive in your mailbox. Now, notice here that this email has been sent from Chase. Why Chase? Do you have a Chase account? I don't know, maybe, most likely. As a matter of fact, this is a very interesting factor. Sometimes these, let's call it hackers or malicious actors, they send an email just to make sure you fall into this trap. Chase has 3.3 trillion of users. That includes different kind of products or assets or bank accounts, and most likely you have a Chase account. Now, probably you don't have it, or maybe you have it at some extent, but when right away you see Chase, like, oh, I do have an account on Chase. So for you, it's gonna be normal to receive these emails like something is going on. By the way, Bank of America is 2.4 trillion, Wells Fargo is 1.8 trillion, Citibank is 1.7, and US Bank is 55 billion. So notice that there is a lot of information out there that some malicious users can use that data analytics in order to make some harm. So let's pay attention on this email that actually we're looking right now on the screen. So right now we're seeing this very normal email, but let's inspect what's happening here. We have detected an unauthorized attempt to access your account. Okay, harming. Right away, we notice, something is going on. Notice that there is some weird capitalization in the title. The W and the H, they have capital letters and the rest are not. That's very weird, completely inconsistent. And let's see what else we can read here. We have detected an authorized attempt to access your account. Again, same title, but very weird things there going on in the title with capitalization and lowercase. Please review this suspicious transaction on the deposit account ending with 0576. Why is the account there? Okay, maybe the account is not necessarily important. Do you remember your account? Most likely not. Chase.com you know, but probably you don't know where that link will take us. Be careful. So they want you to click on Chase.com because that's the normal way to do it. Now let's read a little bit further. Or on your mobile app. If you do not confirm or reject these transactions, we will suspend your account within 24 hours. Obviously, you don't want to get your account removed, so they're pushing you to actually click on that. So what are you gonna do? Obviously, you just freak out, and then you just wanna click there right away to see what happens. There's more things going on. Let's actually pay more attention when this email was even sent. Notice here that in the aspect of from comes from Chase. That is the name. However, pay attention on the address that is being sent. It says chase@gmail.com. Something's weird. Notice that Chase is the name indeed, but the gmail.com is a completely different provider. Obviously, there's something wrong here, and we want to know what exactly is going on. Notice also under to, it says a different name. Probably this is your name or maybe might be not, but that is okay. And you need to be careful how the date is being sent. Notice here also that there's a couple of other details in the email. Notice the time, 2:08 a.m. As far as my concern, the last time of working hours is 8 to 5. What does this email have to do at 2:08 a.m.? Oh, it's because we're Mountain Time, Professor. Maybe that was a different time. Yes, but if that is the case, it's not a very good timing to arrive, even in any moment of time in the United States. Be careful there, because obviously there is some attempt in very late night that they're trying to send this phishing email. Let's see what else we have here. Notice mail by bounce.s7.something. Very weird answer. So we don't know exactly what this is gonna mail to, but obviously it's not chase.com. So obviously this is a phishing email. Be careful when you receive an email of this type. Otherwise, we can jeopardize not only your identity, but your corporation. We are currently filming this after the income tax. So what happens after April, May? Probably most of you are receiving or have to pay sometimes your IRS, right? So if you don't know, the income tax is probably one of the most top stages on cybersecurity or fraud. For example, we're gonna see an email that sometimes you receive these emails. And by the way, the IRS does not contact you either by email or phone, but most of the scams take place by email by clicking an email like this one. So what we're seeing right now, it's an email that seems to be legitimately from the IRS. Why? Because there's the big logo of IRS saying, hey, you know what? There's a communication on May 28, 2022. Gotta be you. Especially because it says IRS refunds. Gotta open that email. So you're very concerned about your refund. So gotta open that email. But oh my goodness, it says error message. We have detected some incorrect information on your refund account. Oh man, so now you have to open it because you really want that refund so bad. So simply just confirm your security by clicking here. Again, let's stop, think, and act. Let's stop. I mean, is this really an email from us? Let's check the IRS refunds email address. It says irs@gmail.com. Obviously, again, there's something wrong here, and we need to pay attention. Also the timing, check that out. This email was sent 4 a.m. Believe me, IRS is not working at 4 a.m. And obviously this is a scam. And again, just be careful with this type of emails because there's more and more likely they're gonna send you through these stages on the year. Another example that we have seen is close to Christmas. You receive an email saying, you know what, you have won this Amazon.com gift card. Please click here so you can actually get your free refund or whatnot. So obviously also happens in very well-known holidays, you call it, right? There's all different types of attacks. Let me just show you a small video here about the IRS website. As a matter of fact, this is a legit website from IRS. When they show you specifically this kind of scams, how customers can be alert for this particular ones. Let's see this email. As we can see here, there is a big telling you, IRS does not initiate contact with taxpayers by email, text messages, or social media channels to request personal or financial information. Recognize the telltale signs of a scam. See also, and there's a link here where you can just go and check. This last email, it's kind of important because they have taken advantage, these malicious users, they have taken advantage of unfortunate situations. So try always to stop, think, and act before you click on this. This time it's about COVID-19 assistance. So this email was sent a couple of weeks ago to many different institutions, academic institutions by the way, and it started from North United States all the way to the South. So this is obviously a hook. So to see students, faculty, and even staff to try to log in and click on a specific links. Let's look right now. Let's pay attention what's happening. Notice here this says job opportunity at the World Health Organization. Everybody knows what the WHO is, at least for the last 2 years. We know that it's a very well-respectful organization. Now, again, let's pay attention. Let's stop, think. And obviously job and opportunity is capital and world and health is not, but the organization it is. Now here I'm just creating myself as I am the person who's sending to you. It seems very legit. You see my email, you see my name. It's a very weird situation there in the email. Notice that there is an hr.epcc.edu. Very fishy. I mean, those are just epcc.edu. We don't have a soft committee there, but anyway, let's pay attention on another sign for that. Let's check the time. Monday, May 9th, 2022, okay, 11:30 p.m. Okay, sometimes I work hard, but come on, I'm from HR, apparently. I'm not gonna work until 11:30 p.m. and send you this notification. First alert, something is funky here. Pay attention on that and think before you're gonna hit any enter, download any file, or just click on any link. Now the email sounds pretty convincing. It's to inform it about some benefits as an employee that you have for this summer. Summer just started, and it will be nice to have some financial assistance to their family employees. Also notice that it's not just some amount, it's $4,400. By the way, we did a research on this email and many different institutions got the same email, but that amount was different depending on the state and depending to the money that was sent during this whole situation of the COVID-19 in the past years. So that number varies depending on the state. For us, it was very, very interesting to see that happening. So it seems to be a very legit, very well written, by the way, the email, not the title, but the email seems to be very concurrent and very nice and articulated. So seems to be like it's legit and they're just waiting for you to open or click any link. Now, check this out because this email plays an important role for a couple reasons. It's been signed by me, Cristian Servin, right? And he says, you know what, we know Cristian Servin from the college. He teaches computer science, but I don't know, for some reason they got received this. But if it's me, someone from HR, maybe that can be also one way to get hit. What really happened? Sometimes these people who send you that email are legit people who you might know from the college, from your corporation, sometimes from family. But for example, this particular email comes directly from EPCC per se. So what really happens? People know this individual, they're gonna click, they're gonna trust because that name seems very, very familiar. And that is the way many hackers or malicious individuals, they go through this chain. People, they start with a random email and hopefully someone receive and click on that email and they start scanning your entire email, your entire databases, your files, your directories. Even sometimes you have your social media connected to these emails. And if that is the case, probably they already have or gain access to all your contacts. And that is the scary part because that is how it's called chains. That's one point goes to another point to another point. So you need to be very careful. You need to stop. You need to say, you know what, what's going on? Why am I receiving this email, this message, this phone call? Then you start to thinking, am I this person? Is that the individual who has been sending that email? Is this the person from the college or do I know this person? And then you start to act. In this case, if it comes directly, for example, us, the employees from EPCC, we need to automatically tell this is a red flag and we need to notify and tell the IT department, the security department, we receive a potential phishing email. Phishing is the emails that they try to send you to, hopefully they catch you and catch probably some kind of information. Most likely, people will click on that and then will actually get compromised or compromise your entire corporation or your institution. Phishing is not only just by email, it can be by some other actions, for example, social engineering. Social engineering is another way to attack customers or individuals by coming and reach out, by having simple questions, by listening to conversations, by paying attention what is in your desk if someone arrives. Maybe someone inside of your institution, they just go to the printer and they see some information here and say, you know what, someone forgot about these papers. And guess what? There's a lot of interesting information here. Here at El Paso Community College, we're trying to warn not only the students, but also the community about these potential hazards because right now it's been happening as we speak. I mean, unfortunately, these are the situations that happen every single day in every city, in every state, in every piece of the world. So I hope this can help a little bit to create consciousness or at least awareness before you open your email next time that might create some kind of hazards for the rest of you and your corporation. There has been different forms to, I guess, protect not only your email. Of course, big corporations, as we can see in your screen, there's corporations that they spend some significant amount of monetary assets, right, to protect your corporations and whatnot. But at the same time, there is more and more attacks. Most of them comes because of the community is not well trained, is not aware about the potential hazards that this can create. Be careful every time you open an email or when you open that SMS message. By the way, many hackers, they have sent also phishing SMS by just clicking. That will jeopardize also your phone or your mobile device that you receive that. Why is that happening more and more often? Because many people, even you, for example, I'm not so sure if you are using the old style to go and write a check or you just do a direct deposit. Many people have access to a mobile device, one of this. You have here pretty much your bank accounts, you have also all your passwords or your social media, everything, you got it here in this mobile device. So might as well be just as simple to send you a message, click on that one, and then boom, get jeopardized. When you get that access, they can retrieve information like users, passwords, other kind of information, sensitive information, and classify information. That's why we recommend not to have them, all your business and your corporations or institutions information in your mobile device, and try to have two different devices, or at least not to have in the same device all that information. I hope this is good enough for you to at least to have some notion of what we're doing here. This is the first episode of this big series of cybersecurity that we're going to talk about in this in this episode. So hopefully, was that? You didn't like it? Why not? So if you don't like it, send us an email to this email and send us your suggestions, maybe a little bit of advice about what you want to see in a different shows, and hopefully something that you would like to see as an actual activity on there. Oh, you love it. So you should tell us that thing. If you like it and you love this show, please like this show here, and also share it with your friends, and send us some comments as well in this email. If you're looking here in the EPCC TV, we have a great channel where you can have this interactivity. Send us an email to this email that you can see right now to have some suggestions and also your feedback for that. My name is Cristian Servín, and this was the Hacker's Corner. I hope everybody have a good time, and see you next time. Happy coding.